Hi everyone, welcome to the 17th video in my series on the Te Araroa Trail. So I'm just leaving the Hamilton Creek Bridge, about 5 minutes walk from Hamilton Hut in the Craigieburn Forest Park. So today I'm going to be walking down the Harper Valley, following Harper River, probably quite a few crossings. It's a fairly big river, so yeah, hopefully you can get across okay. And there's one crossing of the Avoca River that's meant to be pretty deep, so yeah, hopefully we can get across after all the rain in the last few days, but see what happens when we get down there. So it's about 5 or 6 hours out to Harper Road, and then that's about 18 kilometres, and then I'll probably do a bit of road walking at the end. Not really sure where I'll end up to today, but yeah, we'll see how long this first bit takes. I've just arrived out at Harper Road, so I've been here probably about an hour now. Stopped for lunch. It's been a very interesting morning. Had probably the scariest moment on the trail so far, crossing the Avoca River. So we had a few of us crossing, and then yeah, kinda all got swept down the river. It was pretty fast flowing. It was just over knee deep, so it wasn't too deep, but it was just so fast. So yeah, we got swept down. Luckily I got dragged out by a nobo, person going northbound towards Hamilton Hut, so he came in at just the perfect time, or I would have been going down the rapid. So I was kind of floating down the river with my pack on top of me, which wasn't the best situation to be in, but yeah, made it out, and I ended up back on the same side of the river I started on, so I was kind of confused as to what to do next, but luckily some four-wheel drivers came along and offered me a ride. So yeah, I jumped in there and they took me over to the other side of the river. That was a pretty deep river, so yeah, definitely wouldn't want to be crossing that after too much rain, which yeah, we kind of did, but has been a day and a half without rain. But anyway, I'm going to keep moving along the road. It's about 30 k's to Lake Coleridge from here, so I'm just going to head down the road, see where I get to. It's 4:45 now, so I've been walking just under 10 hours from Hamilton Hut this morning. Done 36.9 kilometres, so just under 37. So this is where I'm going to be stopping tonight. It's Lake Georgina behind me there. So I've been road walking for the last 17 kilometres from the end of the Harper River track just down Harper Road. It's been pretty flat, quite nice, but no shade and it's pretty hot. So yeah, I'm going to get picked up from here and head into Lake Coleridge for the night, and then head back here tomorrow morning and finish off the last, I think it's about 11.5 k's to Lake Coleridge tomorrow. It's 7:30 on Monday morning. I'm just leaving Lake Georgina. So I've been dropped off here this morning. This is where I finished up yesterday. So I'm going to be walking the rest of the road bit and then a little bit of track into Lake Coleridge today. So it should only be about 11.5 kilometres. It's pretty windy, so I'm hoping to get this bit done before the rain comes in. It's meant to come in at about 10 o'clock this morning and then hang around for the next couple of days. So yeah, it'd be good to get this bit done and then wait the rain out yet again. I've just arrived in Lake Coleridge Village, so it's just before 10 o'clock. So I've been walking about 2 hours, climbed 180 metres and did about 12 kilometres. So it's been a pretty easy day. It's been pretty windy but hasn't started raining yet, so that's good. Beat the rain, looks like it's coming in soon. So this is a little village next to the Rakaia River, which is a really big braided Canterbury river. So the trail actually has a detour around this river because it's not safe to cross anywhere, so you have to drive about 80 kilometres around to the other side of the river where the trail starts again. So I'm going to be driving from here to Methven, probably have a day off, that's like halfway around the detour, wait for the weather, go into Christchurch for the day probably, and then yeah, continue to the next trailhead probably on Wednesday. It's 7:30 now on Wednesday morning. So I'm at the Glenrock stream trailhead on the other side of the Rakaia River. So I stayed 2 nights in Methven, went out to Christchurch yesterday, picked up some new poles. So I lost my other ones down the river a couple of days ago. And yeah, ready to get going again. So it's about a 4 to 5 hour walk from here to Comyns Hut, which is an 8-bed. It's about 15 k's I think. Got a bit of a climb. It's pretty cold. There's a bit of snow up ahead, so yeah, hopefully it's not too cold up there. So I've made it to Comyns Hut, which is where I'm going to be stopping tonight. So I got here about 20 past 11, so just under 4 hours from the car park. Made pretty good time. So it's just before 2 now. Just had lunch and got all my stuff set out, so yeah, it'd be nice to have an afternoon off. Climbed 900 metres and did 16 kilometres. It's been a pretty easy track, basically just four-wheel drive track the whole way. A few river crossings, but nothing too major. So yeah, nice little spot. There's still a little bit of snow on the hills up that way, but it's mainly been melting, but might snow again tomorrow night before the climb up to the hills tomorrow. So 8-bed hut, we've got 4 of us in there, and don't think there's anyone else coming tonight, so yeah, we've got a bit of space. It's 7:30 on Thursday morning. I'm just leaving Comyns Hut. So it is freezing. Had a very cold night. Well, it was nice and warm in the sleeping bag, but man, getting up in the morning, it was pretty hard. So yeah, setting off a bit later than usual, 7:30. Got about 64 river crossings apparently in this first section before the saddle, so really not looking forward to that. It's going to be freezing. And then yeah, climb up to Clent Hill Saddle, which is just over 1500 metres. There's no snow up there, but yeah, it'll be pretty cold up that way. And then I'll drop down the other side, heading down to Double Hut, and then I'll continue on to Manuka Hut. So Double Hut's meant to be 17 kilometres, 7 hours away. And then I think Manuka Hut's only about another hour or hour and a half from there. So I've just arrived at Clent Hills Saddle, 1500 metres above sea level. So this is an awesome view down to the Ashburton Lakes, kinda that way, and round back towards Comyns Hut down that way where I came from. So it's pretty cool. It's taken me 3 hours and 10 minutes to get here, 9.4 kilometres, and I've climbed 630 metres. It's been a lot of river crossings. The track's basically just in the river, and then this last bit is up a tiny side stream which is like a mini minefield with hundreds of holes everywhere that I fell in a few of. So yeah, it's not the easiest track. Someone said that there were going to be 64 river crossings, and I counted them, and yeah, they were right. So it's quite a few river crossings. Hopefully there's not too many down the other side. Should be a little bit less, mainly just side streams. Sidle around that scree slope behind me there for a bit, and then start dropping down into the valley that way. 1:15. I've just made it to the junction with the Swin River track, which heads off down that way towards Lake Heron, and I'm going back that way towards Double Hut a bit further. So I'm going to stop for a break here, have lunch, and then keep heading on. It's meant to be about half an hour to Double Hut. Probably won't go over there. It's a bit of a side trip from a little bit further along. I think it's about 1 kilometre each way off the track. I've just seen a vehicle going up there across the other side of the river, still making its way up the track, so yeah, wasn't expecting to see that. So yeah, I'll stop for a break and then keep heading on towards Manuka Hut. It's just after 3 o'clock and I've just arrived at Manuka Hut. So I've been walking 7.5 hours from Comyns Hut this morning, done 22.6 kilometres and climbed 810 metres. So it was a pretty rough track from Comyns over the hill down to basically where I had lunch, but after then it's been really easy along here. Basically a 4-wheel drive track all the way to here. So yeah, a few river crossings, but nothing too major. Shoes are pretty wet, so I've got them outside to dry. It's still pretty sunny. This is a 6-bed hut. I'm the only one here now, but I've passed a few people along the way that are going to be coming here tonight, so we're going to have a few in here. So yeah, have the afternoon off again basically, a couple of hours anyway, before heading out to the car park tomorrow. It's just before 7:30 on Friday morning now. I'm just leaving Manuka Hut. So, got about 32 kilometres today I think, out to the Rangitata River, Mount Potts Car Park, or Potts River Carpark. So yeah, I've got about an hour and a half I think on this track as the dock time, so it'll be pretty quick. Then out to the road for 4 or 5 k's and then back onto track for the rest of the way. So I've just arrived at the Potts River Carpark. It's 2:45, so it's taken me just over 7 hours from Manuka Hut this morning, about 7 hours and 15 minutes. I've done 33.5 kilometres and climbed 490 metres. So this is the next trailhead. The Rangitata River is just over there, which is another official hazard zone similar to the Rakaia, so you've got to get a shuttle around to the other side of the river. So I'm going to get picked up from here with a few others and yeah, drive around. It's about a 130 kilometre drive, I think. You can see where we're going on the other side of the river right there, so yeah, it's quite a long drive, but we'll head off soon. So I've really enjoyed today. Started off with a bit of a four-wheel drive track and then got onto the road and did a bit of road walking for 4 or 5 k's and then back onto the Clearwater track for about the last 21 kilometres, I think. So it's been really nice, really sunny, got awesome views of the Southern Alps, so yeah, really nice day. So thanks for watching the 16th video on my series on the Araroa Trail. If you'd like to support me, there's a link to buy me a coffee in the description below. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss future parts. See you next time.